Guys and dolls. So a lot of you have requested that I do a video either showing my makeup storage, or a lot of you asked me questions about lighting. A lot of you asked me just in general questions about the Vanity setup, and a lot of you asked for a collection video. I'm probably not ever going to do a collection video because a lot of people don't like them, and I just don't feel like going through the drama, and that's all I have to say on the matter. The reason why I decided to go ahead and do this video now is Candyish Makeup just did a video showing some new things that she got for her makeup storage, and I was totally jealous of her new storage, for one, and for two, I just thought it would be a good time to make the video since it reminded me. So thanks, Candy, for making me get on the ball with something. I want to mention a couple things really quick. I'm not sure if I mentioned these when I was filming. I have two lights on either side of me. They're just standard desk lamps that have opposable necks, and the light bulbs that are in them are natural daylight lamps, but they are fluorescent. So they're good for the environment and they're good for makeup because they have a cooler tone. It's not going to make you look yellow. And then another thing, completely unrelated to any of this, is that next week I'm going to be doing a collaboration with Katie Puckrick Smells. I absolutely adore Katie. I think she's hilarious. She does these really funny perfume reviews. And so she and I decided to team up and review some Kat Von D stuff. So she is doing the Saint and Sinner perfumes. And so I'm going to be doing a 3-part series to go along with our collaboration, so it's just a big, huge ball of awesome. And so Tuesday, I'm going to actually be reviewing the Kat Von D Beethoven palette that I recently got. And then I'm going to use this palette to create a Saint look on Wednesday and a Sinner look on Thursday. And I'm going to provide information on duplicates, so if you don't have this, you can, there's definitely dupes. This is a very dupeable palette. This weekend, I think I'm going to have a blog sale because I have so much makeup that I will never ever use. So hopefully you guys will check that out. And okay guys, one really quick thing before I get to the makeup storage. I decided to go ahead and set up a Facebook fan page. I know fan is kind of like a cheesy word. I know you guys aren't like fans or anything. But it's the best like public profile type thing I could come up with. So yeah, definitely go add me on Facebook. I've kind of abandoned my MySpace page, so if you're my friend on MySpace, I'm sorry. I just never check MySpace like ever. So I do check my Facebook about every other day. Actually, I've been checking it more now that I have something to check it for. So definitely go add me on Facebook. I will have a link right there. It'll be the first little link over there. And yeah, so that will be maybe a better way for me to connect with you guys, or if videos that I have kind of get swallowed by the whole YouTube subscriptions thing, you'll be able to, I'll be able to link you guys to the videos there. Also, I'll be able to let you guys know when I have a blog post up. In fact, I just did a review for the Style Black collection that MAC just came out with, so there'll be a link below the Facebook link to my blog. Alright guys, enjoy the makeup setup. Okay guys, so this is my basic setup. I'm just going to quick pan and show you the kind of whole area. Right here I have some drawers. I got these, I believe, at a Target a few years back, and this one over here is actually a few that I stuck together. They came in sets of 3. So over here I have 8 stuck together, and over here I have 4 more. Over here it really doesn't matter, but I have some, some stuff on the bulletin board, like some inspirational stuff. It doesn't really matter what I have over there. Over here I have some kind of essentials. I have my makeup wipes right here, and then under this I have a clean towel. I always keep a clean towel, just, so I have something clean to wipe my hands on, or I tried to spot clean my brushes after every use, and for that I use the MAC brush cleanser, but I do a little different. I probably need to make a video about brush cleansing. So yeah, in my drawers I've got most of my makeup. I'm just going to take you through these really quickly. This is my NYX drawer. This is my MAC Pigment and Mineralized eyeshadow drawer, and I also have like my limited edition ones in there. More MAC pigments. These are MAC pigments that I've gotten from various different sellers. I'll link a couple in the sidebar that are trusted. This is just miscellaneous eyeliners. This is kind of the eyeshadows that I only have a few from each company. So I've got Ben Nye, Smashbox, Makeup Forever, Clinique, Lancome. In here, this is my Calypso Minerals drawer. This has just some random stuff and another random stuff drawer. So these are my brushes. I really am excited to show you guys this setup because I really am happy with it. This here is like a little decorative thing that came in a gift set that my friend Sholly gave me. And when I was unwrapping the package, I realized that this would be really great for holding brushes, and it came with a little divider thing inside of it. I'm not really sure if you guys can see. I have a picture on my TwitPic, and I'll go ahead and link to that in the sidebar over there. This is really great because it holds all my brushes and keeps them kind of divided. It's kind of a pain because sometimes like my fingernails will go in between the bristles when I'm like putting a brush down or something. But overall this works really, really nicely, and I also keep, like my odds and ends and my Urban Decay primer potion in there. Over here I have this is like an empty fruit jar. My husband buys jarred fruit. So this is what I keep my dirty brushes in. These are really cheap, like 50 cents, or maybe they were $1 or something, plus you get the jarred fruit that it comes with, so. And then I have my kabuki. This is one from MAC, this is one from Sigma, and this is my Beauty from the Earth one. And then over here I have eyeliners. Let me move my mirror out of the way. I have eyeliners. These are just my longer eyeliners, and then here I have some little mini ones. I recently got a mini set from Urban Decay, so all but this one are actually from that set. And this is just a clear shot glass. That's all that is. My desk itself is actually a craft desk that actually has an extension here that goes, I removed the extension, but it would actually come out to about here. And it would have additional little cubbies and cups and whatnot. It was just far too large for the space that I have. Here is where I actually normally have my camera posted, but of course turned around. Hi guys. And then these are the books that I have my camera set up on, just so that they are the right height. I could add a few of these little drawers over to here to change the height, but I really like the setup that I have going on. I don't really want to mess with it right now. So here's face stuff. This is kind of like my everyday eye stuff, my everyday eye bases like Painterly and some, MAC paints and NYX Jumbo pencils and just lots of stuff, mascara, all that good stuff. And then in here I have my illuminizers. I think I might be selling this. I never ever use it, and this is the MAC Sculpt and Shape Powder, so if anyone's interested, let me know. I also have one of these, brand new in the box. This is the Studio Lights face illuminizer or whatever in Ideal Pink. So yeah, anyway, this here is my blush drawer. You can see I kind of keep the stuff that I like the most closest to the front. This is Orgasm, of course. Really quick, I just want to show you guys this. This is Moon River blush. This was actually really special to me because me and my husband's wedding song, the song that we walked down the aisle to, was Moon River, so yay. So this lamp here is set up somewhat precariously, and I'm sure some of you think, oh no, it's gonna fall. But it's actually pretty sturdy. It's set up there pretty well. In fact, it's a little bit sturdier than this lamp because this is more wobbly. So I'm going to adjust my lighting a little bit. So now I'm going to show you the bottom here. I don't have too much going on, just my seat. These drawers that I have one there, and I have one over there. These don't really hold cosmetics for the most part. These really hold miscellaneous toiletries and then also office supplies. I live in an apartment in the city, so I don't have a lot of storage in my bathroom. My bathroom is very, very small. So anyway, I'm just going to show you this one drawer. And the only reason why the sticker's on there is because there was a label on there that wouldn't come off. And this is basically where I keep all my lip stuff. This is all my lip glosses, lipsticks, and lip liners. And then more like lip balm and even more lip gloss and lipstick because it's spilling over from there. And then this is just my miscellaneous face stuff that I use every day. And then this here holds basically all my Beauty from the Earth eyeshadows and then a few miscellaneous things that just don't fit in the rest of my makeup storage. So then over here I just have some miscellaneous things. This here is a picture of me and my husband on our wedding day. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway. So yeah, surprisingly I have a little thing for ring storage and I still managed to lose my wedding ring. Awesome. Spock says that's awesome. Anyway, so I just got some random thing. I have a backup battery for my camera. This thing here, this is the Kat Von D palette that I'm going to be doing a video on very soon. And then this thingy here is actually like a mail sorter, that if you've ever worked in like an office or anything, you've probably seen something like this. My husband brought it home thinking that we would actually use it for mail, but yeah, no. So anyway, I just gonna kind of quickly show you some stuff. These are my two Calypso mineral stackers. I actually have them on the desk, but they kept falling over, so I have to store them over here, and it's sad because I can't see them anymore. And then this is just a mixing palette, very good to have if you don't have one. Tape. This one I knocked out a couple of the shelves so that I could have storage for my perfume. It's really important with perfume to have storage for it where the light isn't going to get to it. So yeah, here's some lashes that I've already used. My unused lashes are actually in my train case. Here I have, this is where I keep a lot of my minerals. These are my Lumiere cosmetics. And then just an empty one. And this is just a bunch of different colors. Yeah, lots of different brands. Okay, and then on this side I have like skin stuff. This is actually my Ben Nye neutral set that I put in a MAC jar, and my mineral veil from Bare Essentials. And then this is the bag that I actually use when I travel with a kabuki. It's just like a very small bag, and it's like the perfect size for holding a little kabuki. So get those gift with purchases because they come with cute little bags. And these are my Urban Decay palettes. These are some MAC palettes that I have. Just different ones from different years. This here's my Trucco palette. This is like the Highlight Duochrome colors. So these are my MAC Pro Pan palettes, and here's a quad that I have, and then a quad that I made because I have a ridiculous amount of chartreuse colored eyeshadow. Some cheapy palettes that I have, and this is like my theater makeup area. This is the Mayron palettes. This is a Krylon. And that is Ben Nye, and then I have an empty spot. I don't know what to put there. And down here I have my stuff for pressing. I have my empty pans and some empty palettes down in there, which I'm sure you can't even see. And this whole thing is on top of my huge jewelry armoire. And then I have all of my like inexpensive palettes. You see I have the 88, the 120, the neutral palette, blush palette, a concealer palette, and then a NYX and a Smashbox palette. This is pretty much the stuff that I use for my kit, though I do use these obviously sometimes in my videos. But I kind of have them separate from the rest of the makeup because this isn't really my personal makeup as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that is my setup. Really quick, I want to show you guys my mirror as well. This mirror I got at Target a few years ago. This was actually a present from my husband, and it's one of the ones with the touch turn on. I don't recommend this type of mirror because it's always turning on and off when I'm using it, and it's a total PITA. So, really quick, I want to show you my nail polishes. Good stuff, good stuff. Really thinking I want to put this one on, this purple. Anyway, so this is my setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for my Twitter followers, yes, I did find my black purse. So, yay! Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed looking at my makeup setup, and I enjoyed showing it to you guys. Love you. Bye.